if I've got to face corona, this virus, then I'd rather do it not trying to fight in both directions, not be torn because I got a relationship that's painful over here, and then I've got the fear of corona over here. So now I'm torn, and that's going to defeat me.
Growing in the right relationship. Folks, our work, family, and even unexpected things that appear in our life seem to affect our spiritual direction and even the growth. And it seems like there's no answer. Oh, but there is, as Pastor will guide us today. It's found in the book of Galatians.
And Galatians says this, verse 16, it says, "But I say to you, walk by the Spirit, you will not carry out the desires of the flesh." Listen at the things of the flesh. He said, these are the things of the flesh. Verse 17, "For the flesh sets its desires against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. For these are in opposition to one another, so that you may not do the things that you please." What you want is to love people and love God. You know the two commandments? The first one is the greatest one. It says, love God all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and all your strength. The second one is love thy neighbor as thyself. It's really hard to put off the second one without putting off the first one. So if I love God, then I ought to be able to love my mate, love my relatives, even love my co-workers, because I've got what it takes, and that is the Holy Spirit. So when you come here, and James says, Galatians says, there's a war going on all the time to keep you from having full joy, full peace, and that is between you and your flesh. If you win the battle between you and your flesh, then the battle between you and the people around you can be won easily. Most of the time, we lose because we've already lost the battle in our on the inside. So that's why we have to come and say, okay, I don't want to fight in both directions. I want to go in, I want victory in one direction. And to do that, I am going to have to win the battle on the inside. And let me tell you, you got some help now. Because if you're born again, you have the Holy Spirit on the inside. And He'll help you fight against your outside, which is your flesh. Because it says, walk by the Spirit, and you will not carry out the desires of the flesh. So, and that's the real, for me, that's the only enemy I have is my flesh. It's not what's out here. It's this flesh that's gonna make me make the wrong decision, even put me on the wrong side of God. So what I have to do, I have to come and say, God, I need your help. I need to be filled with the Spirit. I need your Spirit to take over control so that my spirit can win against my flesh. And now, anything else outside of me is nothing but victory, because I've won the battle on the inside. Next time we're going to look at some things because to show you how to look at the war on the inside and talk specifically about the conscience. The conscience is our friend if we train it. If we don't train it, our conscience is our enemy. Thank you.